Not from outside.
No.
It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many weak shows you slept through. Time's up, I'm sorry I kept you.
Been a long time before I left you without a dope recipe to step to step to. So I'm in New York City, my hometown, and it's freezing cold outside, guys. It's like bitter cold. Everybody's running indoors trying to cook a meal. Today we're making meatloaf, but I'm gonna have turkey meatloaf for, you know, people who just really trying to stay away from red meat. A lot of people on my team, they don't really eat red meat, so I'm gonna cater to them today and make the turkey meatloaf with some homemade mashed potatoes, not that stuff in a bag. You know, we're gonna get the real potato peeling and get it cracking. When you're doing these potatoes, make sure you get a peeler. It'll save your life. It's like $1. It costs $1 in the store. It'll make your life much easier. This turkey meatloaf is not your traditional turkey meatloaf. It's not brown gravy. I'm actually gonna have these 2 cans of tomato sauce to make a nice red sauce for this gravy. And I got something that's not really too functional that people don't put on their meatloaf. I have cheese. So I went to the deli, got like $1 worth of cheese, a quarter pound worth of cheese. I'm not using the whole thing. I'm gonna use like 4 to 5 slices to put on top. I'm gonna show you the process in today's episode of Hood Chef. So today's episode, we're having turkey meatloaf and homemade mashed potatoes, Hood Chef style. I'm working in the kitchen that's like your average kitchen. There's nothing too special about this kitchen. So all the tools I'm using are just average tools in the kitchen also, nothing special. It's just a regular bowl. It's a regular dish to pop in your oven. You can get aluminum or you can get this glass tray. It's up to you guys. So I'm gonna show you how to do it for maybe you and your kids if you're a single parent, for you and your stoner buddies if you're out there getting Marley breaked up all day long. So either way, you're gonna be able to feed your friends or feed your girl or whatever you wanna feed. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Starting off with like 2 eggs to beat it up. This is gonna be used as a base so everything can stick together. You know, when they say 360 with the wrist, that's what they meant. So now I got my base, got my eggs all beat up. Now I got my turkey meatloaf. Getting all this mixed up together. You know what I'm saying? Then you get your seasoned salt. You can use salt, you can use pepper, but I prefer using my adobo seasoning salt. They say everything's gonna kill you now these days, right? But I think a little MSG ain't gonna hurt a person cooking in the kitchen that's just trying to bust down a couple of meals, you know? When making turkey, this turkey right here, you need a extra seasoning on it because it don't hold seasoning as good as beef does. So make sure you gotta get your hands dirty. You got your adobo in there, you got your egg in there, you got your hands all dirty. What's the next step? Is the breadcrumb. So you get some breadcrumbs from the store. It don't gotta be the most expensive breadcrumbs. So you know, if you put some breadcrumbs, you just wanna put enough just to cover the whole top. So you start blending all this in. You might wanna take the whole meat out, flip it. Now you're gonna plop it right in the middle of this bad boy. And you're gonna mold it up. Now this is like, you're gonna be like a child back in the day if you ever play with Play-Doh, you know what I'm saying? You just like to mold shit, you're gonna make it like a log. You know, that's what you're gonna do for this meatloaf. Make it like a log, like you're playing with your Play-Doh. See that meatloaf? It's all symmetrical. Boom, going right down the center. She's nice and beefy, so get some nice thick slices for you and your friends, or you and your lover. So now what you wanna do is you wanna preheat your oven to 350. You wanna cover this with aluminum foil, and then you wanna pop that bad boy in there for about 40 minutes. Boom. All right, step 2 of this meat and potatoes meal. So you got the turkey meatloaf in the oven, it's baking, and now it gives you time to peel your potatoes. Like I told you, 99 cents is gonna save you a lot of time and maybe like some fingers. So now just like this. Peeling my potatoes. So you got your potatoes all peeled up, you're gonna bring them over to the hot water. Be careful when you go into this hot water now. Boom. Now it's boiling. I got some time on my hands, so you know what time it is. It's time for a Marley break. All right, just pull the meatloaf out. It's on stage 2 now, the gravy. I'm taking it back to a home recipe that my mom usually makes. It's with the red sauce. So you take your cans and you just throw your red sauce on top. This actually produces its own gravy, its own liquid in the bottom, so the red sauce is gonna mix with that liquid. It's gonna make it pretty cool gravy. So just throw this bad boy on top. Some cheese on your meatloaf. And then you're gonna pop it back in the oven Now I'm gonna get my mashed potatoes ready. Make sure you have some oven mitts so you don't burn your hands. And go walk over to your sink and just pour your water out. First things first, I'm gonna use some milk. I'm not gonna use so much, it's about to be like a half a cup for about 8 potatoes. It varies. Then you're gonna use some butter. You can use regular butter. I'm using some Crunchy Crock today because I just like the way it tastes, a little bit more smoother. And you wanna butter it up, you know. Mashed potatoes need a lot of butter, so you wanna butter it up. All that will melt, don't worry. Garlic powder. You need some garlic mashed potatoes, you wanna have some garlic powder on there. So you wanna put enough garlic powder on all that bad boy. You know, nice and garlicky. Adobo, a little bit. You don't wanna put too much of this, just enough. And now, something that I like to put in my potatoes is mayo. Mayo makes a lot of things better. I'm gonna snap a little mayo on there. And now we're gonna start mixing. I'm fortunate today to have a professional potato mixer. You know, sometimes you gotta go old school rustic and go in with your hand, but I got the little cheap today. Probably cost 20 bucks in the store. Save you a lot of time, but if you don't have it, old school style, 99-cent store, you get the mashed potatoes crusher and you still be Gucci. Look at that little blade, it's just spinning.
I'm CP3 cause I be dishing and handling the rock, chef cooking with the pot, boy.
All right, a little lumpy, just like we like them. I could eat that all day. Now, all I'm waiting for is my meatloaf to pop out the oven. I'm ready to serve, we're ready to eat. Another meal done, good chef style. All right, so I'm done here. Turkey meatloaf, mashed potatoes, homemade style. As you see, it's not your traditional meatloaf. It's the meatloaf with the red sauce and the cheese on top. That's why it looks like a cheetah printed and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna serve us up, and we're gonna get busy and eat up. Cause you know I just came back from a Marley break, and your boy feeling wavy.
Lip gloss. I'm so wavy, girls go crazy. Light a couple up, get bigger in the mood. In love with the grand crew, I mix it in my food. Nigga, you get them bitches your own.
Me and Midnight about to go feast on this joint. Yo, Midnight, where you at?
Get it, baby.
There you go. That one right there is you. This one right here is me. Like I said, it's a dope meal. $20 and under to feed you and a couple of your buddies, you and your kids, you and your stoner buddies, whatever it is. Turkey meatloaf, mashed potatoes. After a Marley break or before a Marley break, it's always ready. On a cold day in NYC.
I'm from Bed-Stuy, gotta do it big, homie. And all the shit I rap about, I really live, homie. I be up in One Oak with a bougie bitch. On my bougie shit, and I'm never on the list. I play finale with a meth just to burn the biff. After that, call a Uber, I need lobster bits. I'm on that money shit, I ain't with that funny shit. And all them niggas that was hating, niggas sucking dick. I caught up in this life, play boy, I live twice. I used to cut school, play